everybody, I'm Jean Bainey and welcome to my channel. Junky time. And I have to say, the reason I haven't been doing it because I misplaced my Junky. So I didn't have any idea where it was. But I was cutting out some stuff today and I thought, well, where should I start working in it? Got some pages with backgrounds, but I've got some backgrounds to put in. So maybe I'll just do this. And I have all these little itty bitty pieces of paper and some bigger pieces. So I am going to, I do have a new Elmer's glue. That actually was pretty nice earlier, and now it seems to be I might use that in something else. Now it seems to be let's turn that way and up. And we'll just do some gluing here. Try to fit these in like a Frankenstein, is that what they call it? A Frankenstein way, or patchwork, or something like that. Now that I'm gonna have to cut because this is a cover, a book cover, and it's shiny. Which I might not want to put that on this page because everything else is not shiny. So I don't know if I want to. Well, I do kind of want to get that on the other side. So I told you I had a story to tell, and I went looking for a sunflower field. I had watched this video on a channel that I really like. And for the life of me, I meant to look it up before I sat down here, but of course it's on my phone, which I'm using to film. So I'll have to put the name of the channel in the bottom pages. But it's a really nice old channel about some sisters who live in Missouri, and I think the channel is interesting. It's oh I might use her on top as a focal. And they went on a little trip to a farm, a flower farm, and she was just mesmerized by the sunflowers, which I was too, and I was glad she spent some time on it and showed the bees buzzing around and that sort of thing. So I need to glue down here, so I should be gluing on something else. But I'm just going to kind of cobble these together and play. But anyway, I was watching, now I was deciding which one I wanted here. I think I kind of like this one better. Might go good there. So I decided then and there when I was watching it that I remembered there were some flowers growing out by Young's Dairy. It was a whole field, and it was beautiful, and I had remembered seeing it more than once. So I thought, well, after my doctor's appointment, which, oh, I think I like that side better. my doctor's appointment, I had gotten some cortisone shots for my knees, and I have to say I am feeling much better. But afterwards, I've decided to go out in the country and see if I could find the sunflowers, because I just felt in the mood to see some sunflowers for myself. Let's move this down. There, that's perfect. That's perfect, because you couldn't see that other part anyway. So I was driving out there, and there were no sunflowers growing across from the dairy. It was just corn that was growing there, and I thought, oh my goodness. So there's no sunflowers. Well, what am I going to do? Where am I going to find sunflowers? Because I had heard that there was a farm that grew these sunflowers specifically for the public. So I've got some smaller pieces I'll put in there. So I drove a little bit farther down, and I found a very cute little farmer's market. And let me just quickly insert right about here some pictures of the farmer's market. It was just a little farmer's market, and like I say, I didn't even go in, but it was just so cute that I thought I would take a couple pictures. That's the sign out front that I went to. And then it was very cute, and I did use that that one picture of the I did use that one picture of the mums on my Instagram as a reel. A very, very short reel, but I liked it, and I wanted to have that up. Since it was accidental, I was just going to snap a picture, and I got that. So so as I had come to the little shop there, I found I saw where the farm was that I was going to look for, that had the sunflowers, but I didn't see any sunflowers. But I saw a sign: sunflowers will be in bloom on September 22nd. And I thought, oh, I'm too early. So anyway, that's why I went ahead and went on to the little market there. I didn't get out and I didn't buy anything. I just kind of drove through and took some pictures. And then, because I decided what I really wanted to do is go back to where I saw the farm and see where the sunflowers were, because I didn't see any sunflowers. So when I pulled into the farm, there was these sunflowers there that were just, 2 feet high. A field of sunflowers that were just 2 feet high. And I thought, well, that can't be it. Those aren't going to be ready to bloom in 3 weeks. And so, I'll show you those pictures. Those are like little creatures that I think I'll use for, on top of these. I mean, I could put them like on top now, but Let me get my whole background in. Make sure I've got room for a background. So I drove farther in, and it was quite interesting, and there were no more sunflowers, so those are the sunflowers they're talking about. That sign looked pretty old, and so I'm going to say those sunflowers are probably not going to be ready till late October with a bloom on them, because they couldn't possibly be grown in 2 weeks, because today's the 7th, so the 22nd would be 2 weeks. So so this was the 6th, but still they couldn't possibly be all grown in 2 weeks. So so that was my story. I drove all the way out there to see them, and they weren't there, but it's okay, because they will be there, and I'll know where to go in a few weeks to go and see them, because I do really want to go and see them. Not much of a story, but it was kind of a long story to try and type that up. I'm going to put this here because that kind of goes with that one. So anyway, when I was driving back, I had driven way up into there, and it was like a gravel road. And when I was driving back, I took some pictures of things that I thought were interesting, and I'm going to stop right here and then put those pictures in. Now this was the sign as I came in, and then this is the closest thing I found to sunflowers. And this was kind of up by the building there that housed the visitor center. But I really love this little gate with the pillars. I thought it was quite unique. And then there was this big tall tree. I really loved it. And then I drove a little farther on. Here was the one that was down, and it was still growing. It apparently had fallen down a long time ago. That's the base of it, and then I drove along the tree, and you can kind of see where it's still down. That's the trunk of the tree up there, and then these branches. And I thought, gee, that's just so interesting. It's been fallen for quite a long time, but it's still growing. It's probably been growing for several years. And then this was the sunflowers, and you can see how short they are. They're certainly not going to be ready in 2 weeks. And then this was a little sign that says that they'll be ready in 2 weeks. So, I'm back. And anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting. And that was my day. I tried to make lemons out of lemonade and note what I could, and I do think that those little sunflowers were nice. It was nice to find some sunflowers there. So I was happy about that. So I don't know, this is going to be kind of a busy background. I might have to make it a little cohesive by, oh, that's cute. I'm going to put that up, stitched up. Maybe I'll draw some stitching lines. So anyway, so that was my day yesterday, and that was kind of fun. And I did have a good time, even though I didn't get to see any sunflowers. Oh, I've got to keep that. Got to keep that word. So there's that. And this, maybe I'll just take a little bit of this, because that white doesn't really show much of anything. So the only other things I've been doing is I've been watching a lot of these Ancestry.com shows and Finding Your Roots, and enjoying that because that's always been an interest of mine. But honestly, just some of the things they're digging up about families like Julia Roberts, who's I'm kind of wondering, I guess they must sign papers or something. So it says that they can publish anything that they want to after they find it out, because they're paying for it. They're paying them to go on this show. And Julia Roberts, her last name, she isn't really a Roberts. Apparently, several generations back, the man who was Roberts married to her grandmother, or great-great-grandmother, I think it was, had died 10 years before her grandparent was born. So, as it turned out, she had the name Roberts, because that was her grandmother. The grandmother had never remarried, so as a widow, she still had the name Roberts, so she gave all the kids the name Roberts. But the real man who fathered all the children was named Mitchell. So he said, "You're really not a member of the Roberts family, you are Mitchells." And she's like all flustered. She's like, "Really?" And yeah, you are not a Roberts, you are a Mitchell. Oh, this is cute. This is a little birdie. I'm going to put him right there. And so I kind of thought, she's not really liking this new information, but she can't really say anything. She just kept saying she's just kind of blown away, and she just looked taken aback, and she was just like all flustered, kind of beside herself about it. I really kind of felt bad for her. So sometimes I think these shows just they uncover such weird information about parents. Another one of the stars, and I don't remember his name because he wasn't somebody I had ever followed or ever knew, and so I don't really remember his name. But he turns out his grandparent was a bigamist and had a family in Chicago and a family in Connecticut. I thought, he doesn't look too happy about finding that out. So I don't know why I keep using this. I did find my other glue, but I bought it, so I may as well use it. And a chunky Junky is just about the best thing to use these things on. And this is really kind of fun. I do like to glue. I do like to glue. These are all my scraps from the pictures I cut out. I was having a really good time putting I'm getting some extra papers, so I know what I wanted to do with that. I wanted to put that behind a dress, and I might give this lady the dress, But let me finish putting this background on. I might make the stitch marks on what's left and not do the whole thing with stitch marks, because ooh, that's nice. Let's put that right there. That's a piece that needs to be covered up. We need to cover up that, but I kind of was hoping for a longer piece. I was putting together some weird looking people, and although I think I was going to give that dress to her, oh no, I was going to give that dress to her. No, anyway, I made some really weird, interesting people, and I'm trying to sort out what pieces. Oh, here's that nice key piece. I thought, oh, I'll like putting that one in. So anyway, I've been having fun watching that. And I have always had quite an interest in genealogy. I haven't found any big scandals in my family, except my daughter, except kind of extended family maybe, but that's not my story to tell. Oh, maybe I want that key to be over just a little bit. Oh, that's all the key I had. I didn't have the whole key. Okay, let's see. Am I still in frame? Yes, I am. And let's see. I wonder if maybe I'll try with some distress ink. Ooh, that's dark. Let's see what this color. It's not quite as dark. Just kind of give it a united color. Just to see what I think of that. And let's see here. That was one of the pictures I kind of wanted to put on top. And I liked her. And then they'll stand out because they won't have that background. Let me do that in the stitched up, but I might give the stitched up some color here. I say I might as I'm doing it, just so it'll stand out. I bought these old distress inks, and I'm very happy I'm using them because so many times I buy things and then I never even open it and use it. I see it on, they're using it in a video, and I think, oh, well, I need some of that, and I order it right away. And then I never use it. So there we go. Yeah, that's too bad this thing keeps... I didn't even realize it pulled out as much as it did because it had been stuck. And I actually unstuck it tonight. So what else? Oh, okay, now those colors are on that. So I'm going to glue that. Not that I'm trying to do much planning here. But just playing. And I like to do things kind of off sides. And I'll put that on that side. See, that's a lot of places that I won't have to do that little stitching. Now, I've got this piece I need to do something with. So let's put that right along here. And put that there, but you know what? I'm going to cut this piece off. There. And I may as well glue it all down. You know what I haven't gotten out recently is my rock. That's what I kind of need to press it down, but I think I'll just press it down like that. There. And I'll put a piece of it over here. And I never do much stamping. I might put some ooh, that one didn't come out well. Let's see if I can do that one again. That looks better. Normally, I wouldn't try that, except this is just my chunky junky, and it's all for experience and experimenting and just throwing stuff on. Ooh, that's a good spot for one. Now, I'm getting all stuck myself. You know, I noticed I did another page that I was going to show you tomorrow, but I am so out of practice of it, I just didn't like it. I didn't like how it looked or anything, and so sometimes if I wait a while, and look at it in a week or so, or 2 weeks, I like things a little bit better. So I'm just going to kind of wait and see. This is another stamp I use frequently because it's on my desk, because I have tons of other stamps, but I don't get them out ahead of time. So then I don't use them. There, that's just kind of fun to put a few stamps on there. Did that one even show up? There we go. Okay. Just put a few of that stamp on because I'm actually kind of tired of that stamp. So, what else did I want to put on that page? Something. Oh. This, I Frankensteined the face. That's two different faces. And then the bottom half of her is the same as these, but the top half of that was torn off. So she might go in here. Oh, here's those other ones that I wanted to put up. Now with the Chunky Junky, I really shouldn't stay all on one page. I have so much stuff that I really wanted to put in it, but you know what? This is what was on my mind because this is what I was playing with today. So everything that I was playing with last week is not on my mind. So that's not really a good focal point. It's not really big enough to it's still kind of lost on the background. This one won't be quite as lost because it's not directly on those. I might have to use the other kind of glue. Let me see if I can get some of this out. That has been closed up for a long time. There we go. I always keep a couple of needles in soap on my desk here, just to try to clear out things that I don't use in a long time. This one's fairly new, so now there it is. Let's see, what did I do with that? There, that sticks. That sticks. And that's pretty fun. So. There we go. Just as life sometimes feels chaotic, we have to make a conscious effort to make that chaos manageable, to bring balance back into our life. And sometimes making the chaos manageable is just having fun in a glue book. And that's all I'm going to put there for now. And it probably needs something in between. So it doesn't stick too much. There's my big key still in the pocket, the big key to this door. But you know what? I never did. Should have made it long enough that I could look like I'm putting it in the door. But it needs to have some more to it there. Remind me to do that. Oh, and then I saw the Krabby Crafter Care. She played around with using snaps in hers, so I put a snap in there just to let's see, let's go more towards the front of the book. And I had some napkins I cut out that I wanted to glue down. That's not going to come up, except for places I didn't glue. So, oh, what else did I watch? Oh, I watched something called The Jurors. And oh my gosh, that was so funny and so good. I just absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. I think I had another piece of that. Did I have another piece of that? Oh, maybe I didn't take it out. I have this old, trying to pick up things I keep dropping. This old, oh, it's double, yay. Okay, That makes a great page. This is gift wrap. This is gift wrap, but maybe I don't want to use it there because I don't really want to cover that up. I just put down. Now, normally I don't mind covering up stuff. Oh, and look at that. That's actually on that. I took this book cover off of a book at the bins. I didn't want to buy the book, The Quotable Women. I didn't really want to buy the book. But I did like the cover. There we go. We'll put that right there. That fits. And I didn't really want any of this. Did it say here? Yeah, Quotable Woman. So I don't need any of that part of it. And I am not one that keeps every single scrap. I have too much as it is. And I do save some scraps. But, oh, this glue is terrible. I am looking forward to getting my Avery glue back. Fortunately, I have a lot of it, but I couldn't believe how much it went up in price. Because I was always really happy that it was not it was not too expensive. I'm gonna put that this way. I mean, I got it for less than $5. I think it was $4 for a thing of 6, and they were even bigger containers than this one was. I want to leave that open. Yeah, let's leave it open. And I'm not really one for putting stuff in pockets. On here. And I've been kind of waiting to use this. Although I am covering up some of the cupcakes. Okay, that is a pocket that way. And I have all these neat little things that she sent me that have slipped out. I think I'm thinking how I could do this. Maybe I'll do it like this, because this seems to be a polka dot page. And I'll do it like this. That way her address is still in there for me, but it's not going to show. And my address that I don't really mind showing can be covered up. And then we don't lose all the polka dots. And we still have the stamp. And I'll put some of these things in here that she sent. Those will be fun to take out and look at. And it just has a nice little page to it. There we go. Oh, here's some more. Ooh, the little butterfly is nice. Are these stickers? I keep thinking they're stickers, but they're not. That was the one I peeled off from before. I think I'll put it like that. And if I want to, that could be a tuck spot. This glue might not last, so I'm kind of counting on that too. So, because I'm not putting it really high on that. Now let's put some of this glue back in. Ugh. Play and create and be inspired. That's what I like to do. Now, but I don't want to have all this white on there. I was looking for scissors, but tearing is just as much fun. There we go. Let's tear this side off. Now, I was going to put it down near at the bottom, right there, but I have a feeling it won't get noticed. I've got plenty of borders. There. Play, create, and be inspired. That's holding for now. We've got these papers. Let's take this apart and use some of this. My goodness, I paid a fortune for this washi tape. I think it was like $35 or something for like 5 rolls of it, and I don't like it. I like it. I think it's very pretty washi tape, but what I don't like is it's so hard to get started. You have to keep a little bit of this on here, and I don't like how you have to peel it off. So this is only the first roll, and it's almost gone, but I've had them a couple years. So, let's see, I had a visit from my sister, and gosh, we had so much fun. We had a couple parties. We had Diane and Chris came up one of the nights, and then my sister and Joel and Billy and I were all here, and we all had a nice dinner and talked way late into the evening. And then the next night, my son and his wife came over, and Diane was here, and Billy and I, and Karen and Joel, and we had another nice evening. And Bennett, of course, Bennett was always busy and doing stuff, and he was having fun. Oh, I can't use this as a pocket now. Arizona is the copper state. Yeah, I was going to use that as a pocket. But that's okay. I'll slip it in somewhere else. What else could I put on this page? What else? No. I'm not feeling particularly inspired tonight. Oh, because tomorrow, I have to go to bed early tonight because tomorrow is Grandparents' Day at Bennett's new school. He's just in kindergarten. And, okay. What I need I need something to go across the top. Something bright and cheerful and colorful. There we go. That's an easy way to do it. This is a piece of lace or trim that I picked up at the bins, and I've been wanting to use it for a while. Don't really want to put all of those down with glue. I like being able to lift things up, but this definitely needs to be all the way down. Yes, tomorrow is Grandparents' Day at the school, and the school has invited all the grandparents, of which Bennett just has 2. His mom's mom and me. Because both of his grandfathers have passed on. So, so it's just going to be the 2 of us. And I don't know what they're going to do. Apparently there's going to be refreshments. And probably something, because it's so early in the morning. They want us there at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, I never get up that early, so that means that I have to be up at 6 so that I can be ready by 7, because I need to go down at 7 so that I can make sure I get a close handicap parking spot. And you know, I might want to put something right there, so I can get a nice close handicap parking spot, so that I don't have to walk in too far. Now here's something from Malia. Lovely Malia sent me this. I saw her working with this in her in her journal. And I said, oh, I have that same tape. Isn't that crazy? And she said, not crazy at all. She said, I sent it to you. Oh, to be one of those people who can remember where they got everything. But now I remember, and now I remember that. That was a good while ago. So anyway, I do love that tape. It's just really cool tape. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm done because I need to get up at 6 o'clock and take an hour to get ready and have maybe have a little coffee. Well, I'll probably take my coffee with me. And then, because once I'm parked, then I have to wait probably half an hour before I can trundle on in, because I apparently have found out from the last event that people always come really early, at least a half an hour early, so they're prepared for that. So I'm going to watch and see when people start going in. When I start seeing grandparents going in, then I will, I'll go ahead and go in. So, I hope you enjoyed my Junky this time. Let's see what this looks like. That one's pretty well sealed. This one has a lot more stuff to dry on it. So I'm going to pull this off and let this dry overnight. And that was really fun. I like both pages. I'm not quite finished with the other page, but and I'm not finished with this because this has to have a little stitching on it. So I want to do some stitching on, like I've stitched together these things. So anyway, so I'll say goodnight and goodbye, and I'll talk to you all later. And have a nice weekend. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.